With the trade deadline in the NBA finally over, it's clear that the New York Knicks might be the biggest winner. Acquiring star OG Anunoby, they might have stepped up their team to the next level and may be able to compete for the first seed in the Eastern Conference and may be able to make it to the NBA Finals this season with the moves they've made. In this film review, we're going to break down Bogdanović along with Alec Burks and what they add to this Knicks team that might be lacking, specifically in bench depth. As we play this clip right here, you're going to see Cade Cunningham kind of set up the team in a good position. This catch and shoot isn't open for this Pistons player, but he decides to pass it to Bogdanović, maybe the most experienced player on this Pistons team, and let him cook. Right here, you're going to see a screen set by Durant for Bogdanović onto James Harden. He doesn't exactly do the best job of setting this screen in the specific play, as James Harden's still able to keep within one step of him, and Plumlee's also able to kind of stay in front of him. And it's a really tough position for Bojan to be in because, Durant isn't even open on this specific role because Kawhi Leonard is kind of hedging in right here to essentially help and make sure that the roll action isn't able to get to the rim uncontested. As we play this clip a little bit more here, what you're going to see is essentially Bogdanović. It's doubled right here, and Mason Plumlee is in a really great position to kind of stop him from advancing anywhere closer to the rim, essentially being that rim protector that he's supposed to be, with Harden still in a great position to essentially contest a shot if he were to go straight up and kind of shoot the ball, and Terrence Mann is in a great position here against Durant to make sure that he's not able to kind of get an easy putback lob, and makes it tough, honestly, to make a pass to any of these outlets right here, to any of these players, really. And so Bogdanović is really going to do this awesome step back and shot. It's a really tough shot, but he's able to make it. And that's definitely an element that the Knicks are missing since the absence of Emmanuel quickly in that OG Anunoby trade. They're looking for that sixth man who can really put it on the floor and is able to create his own shot. If I had to say what was this possession was complete chaos from the offensive side and not a great possession, but Bogdanović able to salvage it from basically the depths of defeat and able to score 2 points over basically two defenders. In this next clip right here, we have Cade Cunningham running the Pistons offense, and once again, we have Durant setting a screen onto Paul George. Now, Paul George does a great job here staying with Cade Cunningham, and Plumlee does once again a great job in drop coverage, and Kawhi Leonard over here is making sure that he clogs up the lane in case Cade Cunningham is able to get by the defender in Plumlee. I think what's important to address here with the Detroit Pistons is that they don't really have many stars. It's really Bogdanović and it's Cade Cunningham. That's pretty much it as far as who can shoot threes and who's like the players you write out in the scouting report. So they're really, really collapsing in on the paint in this specific play, making it very tough for Cade Cunningham to get any shot, as well as for Durant to get a potential shot. Now they pass it right here to Bogdanović. And what you see here is this is an awesome contest. Like, you really can't ask for any better. He's shooting the shot right here. This contest, the guy is pretty much right here, right in his face, and he's almost, basically up top, he almost hits the ball in this specific play. But as you see, despite the amazing coverage, Bogdanović able to put that in. And I think when you look at his shooting numbers over this season specifically, he's been below average for his career this season when compared to his career. But you have to realize it's a lot of shots like that and a lot of teams scouting him for basically the second best player on a Detroit Pistons team that continues to lose. And I don't think all of the losing is his fault. And I also think on the Knicks as a 6th, 7th man, he won't necessarily be on the scouting report as heavily. And so teams will be able to give him more space. The Knicks will be able to get more space for him with Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle kind of driving the paint. And that will allow for him to kind of utilize his three-point shot to even a higher efficiency and hopefully get up into that 40 percentage points for his shot. In this next play right here, we have Bogdanović just doing a simple kind of little screen action, but early three-point shot. Now, just rewind the clip a little bit, and what you're going to see here is that as soon as they pass half court, as soon as the Pistons cross half court and get beyond the logo right here, Bogdanović is just immediately going to look for a three-point shot. And I think this is because of the way he's been guarded this whole entire season. It's been really tough for him to get off three-point shots, really tough for him to get open three-point shots. So early in the shot clock, at around like 22 seconds right here, he's looking for a three-point shot because Paul George and him have so much space in between them. But I think this is actually probably the norm for Bogdanović with the Knicks because, he's not going to be on the scouting report, and somebody chasing as hard as Paul George here, which is kind of chasing over Cade Cunningham's screen that he kind of sets right here, and Duren is kind of setting a screen right here as well. It's going to be really easy for him to kind of get these types of three-point shots, and then he's going to end up making them like he does specifically in this clip. Now, maybe one of the more underrated people traded in this trade is Alec Burks, and I think he provides a really interesting element to this Knicks team. After losing a point guard in Emmanuel Quickley, I think it's important that they replace him with somebody that's experienced, somebody that's going to be playoff viable, and somebody that can play defense and has that kind of hard-nosed veteran attitude, which Tom Thibodeau really loves. I think something that the Knicks definitely did with this trade deadline is address the fact that Tibbs is only going to play the players that he wants to play, and Alec Burks is definitely one of the players he's played before on previous teams and will definitely play on the New York Knicks as kind of a bench guard. So what you see right here is you have Alec Burks on Malik Monk, and then you have a screen set here by Asar Thompson. Domas Sabonis and Malik Monk are going to kind of be right on his hip and essentially blocking him from driving once again. It seems like everyone's plan versus the Pistons is kind of to basically ignore the roller, let the low man kind of take him as they do here, and they're going to essentially try and double the person kind of coming over the screen. And in this case, this is Alec Burks. And once again, Alec Burks realizes this, and Malik Monk isn't the best defender, but he honestly puts up a pretty good contest here. But Alec Burks is easily able to make that shot. And that second line creation, I think, is what the Knicks are looking for. They're looking for creators in the second unit. They already have the dogs in the second unit with players like Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo often playing with the second unit. They need somebody who can kind of create a little bit of their own shot when needed to sometimes and facilitate the offense. And Alec Burks can provide that in short spurts. You're not going to trust him with like 30 minutes a game to generate his own shot, but maybe 1 to 2 possessions per game. Can you trust him to do that? I think clips like these really showcase the fact that that's what they're looking for with the Knicks, maybe just 1 to 2 possessions. Right here in this clip, what you see here is in a fast break situation. So Sasser's going to kind of get the ball right here. He does a nice little dribble kind of step back thing that he likes to do. And he kind of makes the right pass here towards Killian Hayes, who's now not on the Detroit Pistons. But Killian Hayes kind of sees that Alec Burks is in the corner and is able to kind of split the difference and make this important shot. I really showcase this shot. I mean, it's a simple 3-point shot, but it's important to realize that a big part of what both Bogdanović are going to be doing on the New York Knicks is going to be shooting these catch and shoot threes. With that in mind, I think these two players are great additions to the New York Knicks and really address their need for playmaking in the second unit, the ability to get their own shot, and, as I talked about specifically with this clip, the ability to shoot wide open threes and get threes, which is an important part of any NBA offense these days. Please comment below your thoughts on the New York Knicks and if you think they can be the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference after these trades. Thank you for watching and listening, and please subscribe to our channel at The Clear Path, and hopefully we'll be getting to you soon with some more of these film reviews. Thank you.